Hi, my name is Juliana Spataro. I was born on September 17th, 2001 at UCSF in San Francisco, California, 6 days after 9/11. Just like the world, my birth was a little bit traumatic. I was 9 days late, breech, which resulted in my mom having an emergency C-section, and the hospital didn't have any rooms for my parents because of 9/11. No wonder why I look beat up. I grew up in the Bay Area, more specifically South San Francisco and San Mateo, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. I was raised with my cousins by my side because we were all so close in age. I grew up as a Catholic, so here is my baptism. And here's me at my reconciliation. And here's me at my Holy Communion. I went to a Catholic elementary/middle school. So yes, 9 years of my life I was at a Catholic school from kindergarten through 8th grade. With the same people in my class for those 9 years. I grew up Italian, so of course I love food. And my grandma, right here, we call her Non, and she's the best cook in the world. And I could eat anything that she cooks, even if it's like really disgusting, because she just makes it somehow so good. Both my parents grew up playing sports, so of course my siblings and I had to do anything that was related to sports, and my dad was even a wrestling coach at one point in his life. I played softball, basketball, golf, cheer, and of course I had to rep my Bay Area teams. I also like traveling a lot with my family, of course, and for the first few years of my life, I traveled quite a bit. So I traveled to Florida for Christmas to visit my dad's side of the family. I also got to go to Las Vegas when I was 1. How cool is that? And my mom actually got in trouble for taking that slot machine picture. Because I guess they thought I was gambling. I don't know. I've also been to Lake Tahoe quite a few times, and I actually don't like the snow, but it was pretty fun, I guess. I also visited Boston because that's where my grandpa used to live, and actually where my dad was born. And he moved to Florida when he was 2. And here's me going to all the sites in Boston, like the Boston Tea Party, the restaurant Cheers. And of course, like downtown Boston area. And of course, the Boston Red Sox. I also went on like mini vacations a lot in California, like Santa Cruz. My dad would travel to the island of Hawaii quite often for his job to recruit, and my parents actually honeymooned there as well, so they fell in love with the island. And I have vacationed in Hawaii a lot, and so my first birthday party was a luau themed, and so if that's not a sign, I don't know what is. I've always been interested in crime, and I would listen to crime podcasts like Crime Junkie and Serial and watch a number of documentaries. I had my heart set on being a court reporter, but I also was interested in the brain and how to help people through mental illness. Then I wanted to be a therapist, since going to therapy has really helped me, and I wanted to help people in the same way. When applying to colleges, I found Chaminade and discovered that the psychology and criminal justice departments were really great, and I was sold. This is a screenshot of the discussion post I submitted on October 24th about citizenship, service, and the common good. And I chose to submit this post because one of Chaminade's missions is to provide Chaminade students with the means to display its values and make entrepreneurial contributions to the communities it serves. So in my community, I serve them a lot, and I actually enjoy volunteering, not just because it's part of my religion. I just think it's rewarding and worthwhile for me and the people I help. This is a screen recording of the posts of the week of October 19th on OSAL's Instagram page, and I chose these posts because it introduces basic skills necessary for academic success at the college level of things that I thought I knew, but after watching all of these videos, I have learned so much more, and I will hold on to these skills forever. So, thank you, OSAL. This is a screenshot of the discussion post of the thinking activity on October 5th, and I chose this because it demonstrates competence in career exploration, especially for me, because I thought that I already explored my career options in high school, since my college and career counselor advised everyone to take like a bunch of college like exploration like quizzes based on like our interests and like personalities, and this really helped me because it showed me like what the cost of like everything would be and like my salary. This is a screenshot from the flyer of the First Gen Students event on November 9th, and I chose this because it helps me consider the perspectives of diverse groups other than my own. And personally, I'm not a First Gen student, but I have heard other stories of First Gen struggles, but this one in particular really gave me more empathy for these students because of like the examples of like they didn't know that they had to pay for the PSAT, take the PSAT, and also pay for like the applications and everything. And I didn't know that either, and my dad works at a college in the administrative office, and if I didn't have him to help me with the college thing, then I don't know what I would be doing. So props to them. This first discussion post is from September 7th of the Exploring Student Life discussion thread, and then the next discussion post is from September 28th of the Tutoring and its Stigma, Study Groups and Study Skills discussion post. I chose both of these because they identify university resources and support services for academic and co-curricular achievement, because I feel that the tutoring at my high school wasn't really talked about before, and it was kind of like a taboo topic because nobody really wanted to ask for help. And also the clubs at my high school were kind of just like generalized, like art club and music club. And I never found ones that I was interested in until I found the ones on Chaminade's website. This is a screen recording of my first research paper that I had to write with 5 other people for my Intro to Philosophy class about the classical ideas of love, and I chose this because it demonstrates the intrapersonal and interpersonal skills of interconnected relationships, since we had to work as a team in order to combine all of our ideas and all of our skills of writing. And we also, in the process, got to know each other, like if anybody had like piercings or like tattoos, or like where we live and like what our family life is like. This is a picture by Aris's desk, and I feel that it demonstrates an awareness of sustaining a community that promotes a healthy well-being, because the quotes on there are just like very inspirational, like keep calm and let your dreams take flight. And I think that it's good for our self-esteem and our mental health while in college, since college is hard.